Hi, I am back with a new lesson on Future Perfect Continuous Tense. It's a part of English Grammar lesson series of tenses. If you have gone through the previous tenses in the series, you must be aware of the fact that it's a last tense in the types of tenses. It's good for you to have reached at this level. Now, in this lesson, we'll look at what is future perfect continuous tense, its structure, timeline, use of will or shall, sentence formation, its different forms, contractions used in it, spelling rules, when to use it, time expressions used in it, when not to use this tense, and practice exercises. Let's begin. Future perfect continuous tense, also known as future perfect progressive tense, is a verb tense which looks at the past from the future. It represents a continuous action which will be done at a certain time in the future. It is made up of subject plus will have been plus verb plus ing. Example is, they will have been studying. Let's try to understand this tense through this timeline. A person living at a place since 2015 will still be living there in 2025. So, now in 2020, he will say, I will have been living here for 10 years by the end of 2025. Here, he is using future perfect continuous tense. Use of will or shall. According to traditional British grammar rule, shall is used with first person pronouns, that is I and we, to form the future tense, while will is used with second and third person pronouns, that is you, he, she, it, or they. The use of shall is rare in modern English, whereas will is quite common. It occurs mainly in offers or suggestions. If you are not sure about the rules of using shall, you can just use will. In American English also, use of shall is very rare. So, in this lesson, I am explaining everything with will. Here, in sentence formation, we can use different subjects with will have been working. Subjects can be any name or I, you, he, she, it, we, or they. Some sentences are, I will have been working, she will have been working, we will have been working, or they will have been working. Different forms of this tense are affirmative, negative, interrogative, and information questions. In affirmative form, will have been is used. Examples are, you will have been working, she will have been working, they will have been working. In negative form, will not have been is used. Examples, he will not have been working, we will not have been working. In interrogative form, we start the sentence with will, then different subjects are used. Examples are, will he have been working? Will she have been working? Will they have been working? In information questions, a question word or a phrase is added before the interrogative form Examples are: when will he have been working? Where will she have been working? How long will they have been working? Contractions or short forms used in this tense are as: in affirmative sentence like I will have been working, I will is contracted into I'll. Other contractions can be he'll, she'll, will, or you'll. In negative sentence like I will have not been working, I will not is contracted into I won't. Other contractions are she won't, it won't, we won't, or they won't. Some spelling rules are here which are used in this tense. In most of the verbs, simply ing is added. For example, sleep becomes sleeping and cook becomes cooking by adding ing. In verbs ending with e, we drop their e and add ing. For example, take becomes taking and make becomes making by dropping e. In verbs ending with ie, their ie is dropped and y plus ing is added. Example, lie becomes lying by dropping ie. Similarly, die becomes dying. In verbs ending with CVC, here CVC stands for consonant, vowel, consonant. We double their last letter and add ing. For example, sit becomes sitting and get becomes getting by doubling their t. Let's see when this tense is used. Number 1, it is used for actions which take place before a specific time. For example, Jack will have been teaching at the university for 6 months by January. Here, specific time is January. Second example, they will have been flying to Australia for 4 hours by this time tomorrow. Here, specific time is by this time tomorrow. Its second use is for the actions which take place before another action takes place. In such sentences, there are two actions and future perfect continuous tense is used in the first action. For example, they will have been cleaning the house all day by the time he returns. Here, two actions are given and future perfect continuous tense is used in the first part, which is a first action. And the action which takes place later is by the time he returns. Second example, when Sam gets home, he will have been jogging for 2 hours, so he will be tired. Here, first action is jogging for 2 hours. So here this tense is used and the second action is when Sam gets home. Some time expressions used in this tense are by this year, by this month, by this week, next year, next month, for an hour, for 10 days, by 2025, by then, etc. There are some verbs which can't be used in this tense or in any other continuous tense. These are called stative verbs. In fact, there are two types of basic verbs in English. These are action or dynamic verbs and stative verbs. Action verbs are like dance, run, play, etc. Stative verbs are in contrast to these action verbs. They express a state rather than an action. They usually relate to feelings, thought, senses, emotions, and measurements, etc. Some examples of such stative verbs are like, understand, believe, sound, on, etc. We can't use any continuous tense with such stative verbs. Now, when everything regarding this tense is done, let's do some practice exercises. I'll discuss some parts of these and you can do the remaining parts on your own. Answers are given in the description box below, which you can check later on. In exercise 1, you have to use the future perfect continuous tense of the verbs given in the brackets. Number 2, in 15 minutes, we to write a test for 2 hours. Here, we have to change to write into future perfect continuous tense. So, the required sentence is, in 15 minutes, we will have been writing a test for 2 hours. Number 4, tomorrow it to rain heavily for almost a week. And after changing into this tense, the sentence is, tomorrow it will have been raining heavily for almost a week. Number 6, by summer, my friends to live in Australia for 5 years. Here, the required sentence is, by summer, my friends will have been living in Australia for 5 years. In exercise 2, there are mistakes in the sentences which you have to correct. Number 1, will have you been going to the concert before I come? Here, you have to change the position of different words. And the correct sentence is, will you have been going to the concert before I come? Number 4, on Tuesday, I will have been knowing her for a month. Here, you can see knowing, which is wrong because know is a stative verb and we can't use it with ing, that is in continuous form. So we have to change the tense here and the correct sentence is, on Tuesday, I will have known her for a month. Exercise 3. Change the forms of the sentences as given in the brackets. Number 1. When I turn 30, I will have been playing piano for 20 years. Change into negative. And for this, we have to add not to the sentence. And the negative form is, when I turn 30, I will not have been playing piano for 20 years. Number 4. She will have been flying to Italy for 3 hours by 6 o'clock. Change into interrogative. For this, we will change the position of will and the interrogative form is, will she have been flying to Italy for 3 hours by 6 o'clock? For more practice, you can try making different sentences in the different forms of this tense from your daily life. If you have any difficulty in this tense or in any other tense, You can ask in the comment section. I'll see you soon with a new lesson. Keep watching, keep learning. Bye.